Hello there, welcome to another video. Now this is, I think, episode 2 of how a subtheme could either be remade or made or rebooted. Now, I know my first one was about how they could do a Lego City sports subtheme. So today I'm doing how they would do a Lego City Coastguard subtheme, how that would get rebooted. Now I know we're going to get 60503, the Coastguard helicopter, as well as 60504, the Coastguard rescue boat and helicopter in 2026. So without further ado, let me take you on to how the Lego City Coastguard theme could be rebooted. Now, the first set I've got here is a Coastguard rescue helicopter. It would have 550 pieces with 4 minifigures and would retail for £49.99 of $55 US. So what it'd include is a Coastguard helicopter with the spinning rotors as well as sliding doors and a ramp. It would also include a life raft and a working winch, as well as a miniature sailboat. So the helicopter will have an engine to function the rotors, and the minifigures will include 3 Coastguard workers, 1 sailor, as well as a shark. So the next one is a Coastguard rescue plane. We've not had one of these since 2017. Same with the Coastguard helicopter, which is obviously coming next year. So without further ado, so it's 200 pieces. Name will be Coastguard Rescue Plane. Will include 3 minifigures. Will be £19.99 £19.99, sorry, or $24.99 US. So it would include a Coastguard Rescue Plane and a dinghy. It would also include spinning propellers, a water scooter, and an opening cockpit for the space of 2 minifigures. The minifigures in the set would be a pilot, a Coastguard worker, and a sailor. So the next one is Coastguard Rescue Boat, which we are getting in 2026. So this will include 980 pieces, 6 minifigures, and will be £89.99 or $19.99 US. So it'd include a Coastguard Rescue Boat with a helicopter and submarine, as well as a lighthouse build and a speedboat. The speedboat will include 2 water cannons, a submarine launcher, and an accessible engine. So the minifigures included in the set will be the pilot, captain, rescuer, crew member, and 2 stricken sailors. It will also include 5 sharks. So the next one, again, we've not had this one since 2017. So this is Coastguard 4x4 response unit. It'll have 400 pieces, 3 minifigures, and will be £34.99 or $40 US. It would include a Coastguard 4x4 truck with a detachable trailer and a rescue craft, a hovercraft, as well as a buildable buoy. Now, the Coastguard truck will have the 4x4 truck, It'll have space for 2 minifigures, as well as to sit side by side, as well as an accessible engine. The minifigures in the set will include a captain/driver, a crew member, as well as a hovercraft driver. It will also include an octopus and an orca. Now, the next set is Coastguard Platform. We've not had this one since 2008, so this could do with an upgrade. So this would have 500 pieces, would have 4 minifigures, and would retail for £44.99 or $50 US. So they include a platform command centre. I should have put include after the would, but never mind. A rescue helicopter, a speedboat, and a crane. The minifigures in the set would include 2 crew members, a pilot, and a driver. Forgot to put on there that the crane would probably have like a Technic piece that you can winch it up and down and stuff. Now this one, again, we haven't had this one since 2017. So this is the Coastguard headquarters. It would have 950 pieces, would have 8 minifigures and would retail for £89.99 or $100 US. So it would include a level 3 observation headquarters. What that means is it'll have a total of 3 levels to it. So it would include a Coast Guard speedboat, a helicopter with a helipad, an amphibious tractor. That'll be something different. We've never seen one of them in Lego before. I mean, we've seen tractors, but we've never seen like an amphibious tractor for water and land. We do have some of them in the UK, if anyone doesn't know what one of them is. Aaron and Ali certainly have them. A dinghy and a kayak. So the minifigures not minifigures, but the minifigures in the set are a boat driver, a tractor driver, a pilot, 1 HQ crew member, 2 crew members, 1 kayaker and 1 sailor. Forgot to add, it'll probably include like a shark, octopus, orca maybe, or crab. Who knows? Thank you very much for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe and comment. I am glad that we're getting 2 Coast Guard sets rebooted for next year. And as soon as they come out, and I see pictures, I'll let you know, and probably we'll make a video at some point saying how it could be rebooted and go under the same treatment as what Construction did, for instance. But anyways, like, comment and subscribe, and let me know which sub-theme you'd like to see either rebooted or made in Lego City. Goodbye.